Hello my beautiful glam fam and welcome to today's video. We're doing a bonus video this week. So I created a very soft glam look with the brand new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. I promised you guys I would release this soon. If you want to watch my full review and the first look I created, I will pop the card right there and that is what that look looks like. Alright you guys, let's jump into the second look, and I do have a little bonus footage in the beginning of a contour product I've been really enjoying. So I'll walk you through that as well. If you're new here, I'm Kristi. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get glam.
Let's go, girl.
Alright glam fam, so in this look I do have the new Urban Decay Face Bond foundation on, but I will be releasing that portion in a short. But I did start off with a Persona contour stick. I haven't used this in years, you guys, and this used to be one of my favorite contour products. I have been obsessed with this in the last week, and I thought let me pop out some of the products that I haven't been utilizing and let me get my money's worth, because it's enough with the new products now. I told you guys I was really going to take it easy, but this shade just looks so beautiful. This glides on a lot like the Rare Beauty one, but maybe not as slippery. This has more of a matte feel to it. Now I'm taking that Rose & Ben travel set, and this is an angled brush that you can use for concealer. I liked it to really blend in the contour. You can even use this for more of a precise contour like I'm doing right there. And then I went in with my Surratt Perfectionist in shade 2, and you guys know that palette is a holy grail of mine, and I'm just going in there and just kind of color correcting. I already have concealer on, but I just wanted to make sure to get any little areas of discolorization, and I'm actually using this as an eyeshadow base for this look today. I absolutely love using this palette as an eyeshadow base. I actually reach for this more than any other of my eyeshadow base products, and then I just go in with a sponge and really blend it out. And then I go in with my One Size powder, and this is in shade 5. I've been utilizing 5 because I was a little bit more tan here, where 2 is good when I'm a little bit more pale, but I actually like 5G. I had this in my drawer and I was like, why am I not utilizing this? And I was getting low on 2, and I thought, okay, this is good. So for my girls out there that really want to try this product, but you're like, Kristi, 2's a little too light for me, then this is a really good shade to kind of more blend where you're not getting as much brightening. And since I brighten with my Chantecaille powder, I'm okay to do this shade. So I'm going with the Chantecaille Perfect powder. This is a very lightweight powder, very lightweight, but it's kind of like a lighter version of the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, but really beautiful, and I love the way my skin looked right there. Now I'm going to go in with that shade Mellow, and I'm just taking that onto a Sigma E27 brush, and I am just putting that into the upper crease area to really build an anchor for some of the other darker shades that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use too many dark shades in this look. I'm really going to keep this simple. I'm going in with that shade Ripe, and that is a matte shade as well. I'm using a What's Up Beauty 104, a very fluffy, natural Japanese hair brush, and I'm just softly putting that into the crease and bringing that kind of into that nose contour area. But gorgeous peachy nude shade. It really is such a beautiful, beautiful shade, and it goes well with the yellow that I have on. I'm just blending it out with my E61 now. And I'm taking a little bit of that Perfect powder from Chantecaille. Because that is so thin, you're not going to cover up anything, which is nice. You're just kind of blending and diffusing out those shades that we already used from the Natasha palette and just softly blending it. Now I'm going in with the Natasha Denona contour powder in shade 3. And just bringing that into the nose contour area and doing exactly what I did in the last video. Just warming up that look even more. E61 to blend it all out. Now I'm going to go into shade Soft Spot to add some depth. I'm going in with that Rougher number 14 brush. In love with that brush. And just adding some depth inside that middle crease area. Really building some type of contour area. Really building kind of a contour right there to bring out your eyes and add some definition. Really beautiful and easy to apply. Not using too much product because it is quite pigmented. Now I'm going to go in with that shade Ripe and go over that and just kind of blend out the edges. Now I'm going back to Perfect Powder and just blending everything out. Because I want the look to look very diffused, that's why I'm going in with those powders. Now I'm going in with the Pat McGrath Artistry Wand, and I'm just tapping that onto the lids, creating a nice base for those metallics. Going in with that shade Elm, beautiful metallic. I'm just going to take that on my finger first. Love that shade, you guys. It's so pretty. Now I'm going in with that Rose and Ben brush. I absolutely love this brush, you guys. I love it so much. It really places in those metallics beautifully, and that is the C30 from Rose and Ben. The only brush I need now, because it really allows me to get into those little areas that are hard to get to, where I used to have to use several brushes. Now I can just use one brush. Now going into the shade Ferber, and I'm going to add a little bit of warmth there, that caramel brown. Try not to make that area too dark, so I'm trying to stick to those more medium brown shades, but enough to give it that soft glam look. Now E40 just to diffuse everything out and really kind of blow out the edges. Now I'm taking the Pat McGrath on my finger and going into that brand new shade called Homey, and that is a metal gloss, the brand new formula from Natasha Denona. We're gonna, oh, so beautiful. We're just putting that into that center area to really make that pop. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this shade. Just making sure I'm not missing any areas and going back in with that Rose and Ben C30. Now going into the shade Fancy with my finger, and I'm just going to add a little more oomph there. Just patting that in. So beautiful. Now I'm taking a fluffier What's Up Beauty brush, and I am just patting that metallic in, that shade Fancy. And that one allows me to kind of diffuse it out because it is dense, but it's also soft, and it's a natural hairbrush. So I'm not putting too much product on that way. Every look I'm creating, I'm just loving. And I'm just going back in with Fervor, that caramel lighter brown. Going into that E27 from Rose and Ben. That is like an inner corner brush, and I'm just doing it on the brow bone and inner corner area. Make sure to really stay on that outer area, because if you go in too much, it kind of makes your features look a little masculine. So just be mindful. Just taking Sigma E36 and kind of blending those areas out. Spraying with my Morphe Continuous Mist Spray, and I'm doing that method I showed you guys last time, where I'm just patting that in so it helps those metallics stay, and we talked about that on the last video. You can use any setting spray you have. I kind of like the Morphe one because it's a finer mist. Taking Soft Spot on my E36 and just lightly going underneath to create some type of structure under my eye, but I don't really want anything too aggressive. Going back in with the E40 to blend it all out. Taking the Valentino eyeliner that I did a short on last week. You guys, I am obsessed with these color graph liners. They are so good. And they're available in, I think, 6 different shades I'll put right there. Oh my gosh, these are so good. They are waterproof, let me tell you. I did go in with my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Charlotte lipstick. You guys know, if you're an OG subscriber, this used to be my jam. Oh my goodness, before I discovered the Gucci one, I only used this one. This is a little bit darker than the Gucci one, but just such a beautiful shade. Now Sephora doesn't carry this shade anymore, but Ulta does. And speaking of Ulta, I also added in Polite Society Big Mouth, the OG color, and and then I go in with my Honey Kiss. You guys know this is my favorite lip gloss shade ever made, and this is by Anastasia at Beverly Hills, and that is the look I created. And that was it, you guys. I just wanted to keep that very short and simple. Again, let me know if you guys want me to recreate this for a fall eyeshadow look. I used some products that I haven't used in a long time, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, and this is in the shade Amber. I hadn't used this since I reviewed this product. I may have probably used it a few more times after that, but so many other products came on board, and I don't use cream bronzers too often. I use more cream contour if I'm going to use a cream product, but I have the Persona on this look again today just to contour, and then I also used this, and I like using it with, where's that brush? My It Cosmetics brush, and this is just that OG one that everybody loves, and this is the Heavenly number 7, but I like it because I can just quickly do like an eyeshadow look with that end and then just stamp on the bronzer. Since this is not really a contour shade, I just used this more as a bronzer look, and then I used this Sweet Beauty. I am obsessed with these blushes. I haven't used this in a long form video. I've only used this in a short, but if you haven't, I will put the card right there of the short. I have another color on the way. This is the shade Lucky. I am obsessed with these cream bronzers, and what I like is you can use these underneath your powders, but you can also use them on top of your powders. I know Chanel just released a cream to powder, and this is probably going to be very similar to that. This is not as much like the Armani ones. These are definitely more creamy. They don't dry down to like that powdered finish. This is the Armani one. You guys know if I use a cream product, it's usually this one. And this shade is not available anymore. I'm so bummed. But this is 51 right there. It's more peachy pink. That's more pinky coral, I guess you would say. It has more pink in it, but very similar textures though. Very similar, very similar. I am obsessed with these blushes. Like I can put this on now over this with, I usually use my Janessa Myricks Yummy 1.0. And you can just put this over the powder and no issues, no lifting, it's blurring, it's got this beautiful radiance to it where it's not glowy. It just has a beautiful like inner glow radiance to it, but obsessed. So that's what I have on. So everything I have on in this particular look and the look we just created in this video will be down in the description box below. I will have my Shop My link that you can just click on there, and all the products are always listed on right underneath the time bar here are all the products where you can use my direct affiliate links from YouTube. And once you click that link, it will take you to either Sephora, Ulta, Nordstrom's, Saks. You can always get it in the description box if you decide to purchase anything. If you're just here to enjoy the video, that's fine too. If you're like, Kristi, I'm not spending any money right now, I absolutely get it. I just appreciate you guys watching. And if you are new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the post notification bell. Join our beautiful glam fam. We're here every week, and we just love for you to become part of our family. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button and comment below. It really does help my videos out, and I greatly appreciate it. I do upload shorts every week, so be sure to check out my shorts. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and I do have a blog, KristiAllure.com, that I'd love for you to visit. Be sure to check out that video that I just created on the first Natasha Denona look, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm